Good morning. I'm Black Crow Walking, and we have with us today,
Karen Morley, so pleased to be here.
all the way from Phillip Island. Yeah. We're studying A Course of Love by Mari Perrin. A Course of Love. And we're up to chapter 4, and we're going to start at verse 24 today because it's quite beautiful, and Karen would love to read it to you.
Thus has your perception of love prepared you for what love is. For within you is the altar for your worship. Within you has love's holiness been protected. Within you abides the host who loves all dearly. Within you is the light that will show you what love is and keep it not set apart from life any longer. Love cannot be brought to the world of madness, nor the world of madness brought to love. But love can allow a new world to be seen, a world that will allow you to abide within love's presence.
Take all the images of love set apart that you have made and extend them outside love's door. What difference would a world of love what difference would a world of love make to those who lock their doors upon the world? How vast the reaches where their how vast the reaches where their world of love could extend once love joined the world. How little need for the angry ones to retain their anger when love has joined the world. For love does join the world, and it is within this joining that love abides wholly as itself. Karen, would you like to read the... Oh, yeah. We'll read the next one.
Okay. The world is but a reflection of your inner life, the reality unseen and unprepared for by all your strategy and defenses. You prepare for everything that goes on outside yourself and nothing that occurs within. Yet it is a joining that occurs within that brings about the joining of all the world for all the world to see. This joining of the world within is but your recognition of what love is, safe and secure within you and your brother, as you join together in truth. Think you not that this joining is a metaphor, a string of pleasant words that will bring you comfort if you heed them? One more sentiment in a world where lovely words replace what they would mean.
Lovely words.
Yeah, in a world where lovely words replace what they would mean. This joining is the goal you seek, the only goal worthy of love's call.
All right, let's have a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Thus has your perception of love prepared you for what love is. So our perception has come from the mind, and it has prepared us for what love is. For within you is an altar for your worship. So I think what they mean by perception is that it's more of a longing, a longing for what we see that love isn't, because that's what love is. That's what our mind is showing us. What love isn't really. We long for what is, not what isn't, and our mind is always trying to make up what is love. It's trying to figure it out. I remember when I was a teenager. Oh my God, kept asking people, "How do you know you're in love?" And then it hit me. So yeah, I was looking for everybody else's perception of what love was.
Mm.
And yet it's prepared me because it gave me a yearning for the truth of what love is. And I found it inside me. I found it uh, at the altar of my own heart.
I what's coming up for me with regards to those words is that the perception of love has been, I suppose, not instilled, but I've looked at what's around me, the people around me, my parents, and just formulated it. It's like pieces of a jigsaw trying to work out what love is. And what they've shown me is what I've adopted about what my perception of love is. So it isn't necessarily the truth of what love is, it is what has been shown to me and my own pulling that together without really connecting within. And I love the altar for your worship within you because really ultimately that's the only place where it is. It's
Mm,
within. It's not without, not seeking it without. And I think I've been seeking for most of my life love from without.
mm.
So outside of myself and not coming back into the presence of who I am uniquely and who I've been created to be.
Yeah. Yeah, we're always looking outside ourselves for what's inside. It's like
Mm.
playing hide and seek with yourself. Within you is the light that will show you what love is. So the light will show you. We are light. We are light beings. We are made up of light. And that's what's going to show us. The internal light is going to show us what love is.
I'm so touched by that. And it brings me, it heartens me, it lifts me to know here in this sentence within you has love's holiness been protected. So it's always there. And within you abides the host who loves all dearly. So there's an infinite amount of this love that is within me and within everyone. And it's not divvied up and it's not, I'll get a little portion of this if I'm a good person, or it's just fully there and fully alive in all of us.
Yeah. And that's why we do the good girl complex, Karen. It's because we hope to be loved, you know? Oh, God, I've still got that good girl complex, you know? I have to be good in order to be loved. It's very sad, really. It puts a lot of pressure on the bodily system, makes you anxious. Within you is the light that will show you what love is and keep it not set apart from life any longer. So we shut our doors and we keep the love for our family inside closed doors. And we hope the world of madness will go away and that we can just cocoon ourselves and shut ourselves away to protect ourselves. But love doesn't do that. Love is everywhere and everyone, and in the recognition of that, um, we can allow a new world to be seen, a world that will allow you to abide within love's presence in everything that you do
Mm.
and everywhere you go and with everyone you're with, including the trees and the water and the rocks and, you know, everything is love. You want to read the next bit? Because I really stumbled on that second verse.
Sure. Take all the images of love set apart that you have made and extend them outside love's doors.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, take the love with you when you go. Don't put your protective walls up and walk out the door.
Yeah. What difference would a world of love make to those who lock their doors upon the world? Yeah. How vast the reaches where their world of love could extend once love joined the world. Mm. A little need for the angry ones to retain their anger when love has joined the world. For love does join the world, and it is within this joining that love abides, holy as itself.
Mm.
I think what jumps out for me is the joining. It's that word joining. So, in not just walking around in my own little love bubble of myself, but actually relating and being present with others, and from that space. Hmm.
Yeah, well, there's a universal law that says what you focus on, you get more of, you know? So we could use the word focusing on there instead of joining, if you like, and bringing the focus of who we are, which is the very essence of love, into the world, and letting our focus be the love in everyone. Letting the focus be what makes the difference in our daily experience, where you get in your car, you drive to work, to a job that you hate. You get in your car and you drive to many things that you don't really want to do. But if you could focus on the fact that you're going there to meet love, you're going there to bring the love that you are into the situation, we could have a very different experience and see the world differently.
Hmm. What a different place that world would be as it's touched from this place.
The world is but a reflection of your inner life, the reality unseen and unprepared for by all your strategies and defenses. And that's right, we create our world. I create my world here in Wanji and I love it. I love every minute of it. And if I went into my world as if I was in battle and I was using strategies and defenses, that would be what I was creating.
Hmm. Yes. I think that's a reflection to see what is actually showing up in life for
Mm.
me
Mm.
is, okay, where is my focus? Where am I putting my attention? Where is it going? And so to see the reflection of where it's going can be an aha moment for me to go, oh, is that what I really want to be focusing on? Or am I coming back into the essence of who I am, that love? So to me, it's a really good wake up call, the reflection of what's going on in life.
Mm. So, yeah, it's a question, isn't it? Like, when there's chaos happening around you or the madness of the world has suddenly arrived in your office or or in your friendships or whatever, just stop and say, what am I focusing on here? And if you can focus on the love in that person, I find the first step for me is to laugh, a laugh at the madness of the world and what I've created in this moment that has arrived, and when it's arriving, I'm creating my next moment. So how I behave and respond to that creates my future, my next moment. And so to be able to laugh at the madness of life and then say, hey, where's the love here? And let's look at the love. Let's focus on love. And yeah, it's a much better way to be in the world, I reckon.
Certainly.
You prepare for everything that goes on outside yourself and nothing that occurs within. Ooh, okay, that's interesting.
Mm. Setting up your defenses for battle.
Mm,
So putting on your armor, working out what strategies you need to operate. This is what is coming up for me as I hear that. It's like, oh, what do I need to go out into the world, to protect me or to make sure I make a difference in the world? And so it's putting on the armor or the the equipment, everything that's needed, instead of going, you know what? I don't need all of that. I just need to go out as me and come from a different place. Come from that space of love and see that out in the world. I wouldn't need all the armor. I wouldn't need all the different equipment and things. I would just be jumping around in joy from within at just being here and really being present in that space with another person.
Yes. So we nearly really need to address that nothing, we don't prepare for what occurs within.
Mm.
So how would you do that? I know I prepare my inner world every day by doing this. Set up my day. It sets up my day. It's a great way to start the day is to think about love and you know, I prepare for I prepare my inner world by keeping hydrated as too. That's one thing that allows my everything to work better. Some people get up and meditate. Um, yeah, so there is so maybe we need to be more concerned with the preparation of our inner world rather than our outer world,
Mm. Mm.
so
And
that
that's
we.
something for me that I've been doing a lot more of lately is um, setting my intention for the day, what my intention is, doing some meditation, walking. That means a lot to me,
Mm,
going out into the nature and walking. And I haven't been paying as much attention to the bodily part, which is so important, the
mm,
water, surely, and the food that I'm putting into my body that supports this vehicle that I'm in while I'm on this earth.
mm. This joining of the world within is but your recognition of the love of what love is. Love is. Can you read that, Karen?
Hmm. Yet it is a joining that occurs within that brings about the joining of all the world for all the world to see. This joining of the world within is but your recognition of what love is, safe and secure within you and your brother as you join together in truth.
So see, I think the only way to join together in truth is to just see everything as love, which it is.
Mm.
That is the truth.
For me, it's looking at another person, despite, not despite, but however they might be reacting or behaving, and likewise with me, however I'm behaving or reacting, that to know that I am safe and secure because my reactions are coming from not feeling safe and secure. And also to recognize that that is why another person may be behaving in the way that they're behaving or saying the things that they're saying is because they're not feeling safe and secure. And yet, if I go within and be reassured that I am perfectly safe and secure with love, and I look out at that other person and see that within them too, that that's all they're seeking and it's there already. If I come from that space, there is such an opening for that joining and for creating that safe, secure, loving space. It can just radiate.
It's interesting, and thank you. You just sorted out part of my world for me. So I've been a little bit anxious about something, and now I can see that that person only needs to feel safe and secure. However, Karen, just to throw a big spoke in the works here, I don't believe. Oh, maybe that's the problem. I don't believe in safety because there's been so many times that I believed as a child that my bed was a safe place and it never was.
Mm.
You know, and I can be out to dinner and suddenly something happens in the restaurant that I wasn't even in my sphere of focus, and I'm not safe.
Mm.
So like, is there such a thing as safety? And why do we value something that's so impermanent? Why do we seek it all the time? I need to feel safe. I don't feel safe right now. So I wonder what it is beyond safety that we need to look at.
What's coming up for me as you say that, for me, is that if I know that I'm loved and I am love, there is no need for safety, the word safety. There is no need to protect myself, to defend myself.
Hmm.
So those words really mean nothing.
Well, I
But if
think they come from a sense of fear, don't you?
yeah, true.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid I'm not safe. So
Mm,
therefore I'm going to set up all these things and I'm going to do all this stuff to make myself safe, and that's what makes us lock the door against the world.
yeah.
So I think that's something we need to look at more for deeply inside ourselves. Where is it that we feel unsafe, and what's the illusion that's creating that for us, and where is the love? Bring forward the love. Can I bring forward the love into this situation? Can I bring forward to the love inside myself so that I'm relying on the security of the love rather than the safety?
Mm.
Hmm.
And I see that as really something that's special. It's like a signal, a light that's going, look at me, you need to pay attention. And so if that's showing up, it's showing me that I'm operating out of fear
Hmm.
and that I'm not in a place of love. So it's
Exactly.
really an alert to go, ah, think again, stop, choose again. Where do I want to be?
Hmm.
And where is where I need to be? Hmm. Do you want me to read the next bit?
Well, I think we should read that little bit again. This joining of the world within us. Oh, this joining of the world within is but your recognition of what love is, safe and secure within you and your brother. So it's not talking about safety, it's talking about love being our safety.
Mm.
As you join together in truth. So I guess it's what you see as safe. You know, is it safe to love you, or is it safe to be angry at you? So much easier to be loving than it is to hate someone. Oh, the energy that takes. And it goes on and on for years. Whereas loving the person in that moment, is an easy process. And we've got it asked about in our heads. We think loving is hard when somebody is acting out or we have judged them and have an opinion about them. And what's hard is getting over yourself. you know, what's hard is forgiving you.
Yes.
Yeah, so that brought up a different aspect, didn't it?
Mm.
Think you not that this joining is a metaphor, a string of pleasant words that will bring you comfort if you need them? One more sentiment in a world where lovely words replace what they would mean. This joining is a goal you seek, the only goal worthy of love's call. So can you read that again, Karen?
Yeah, think you not that this joining is a metaphor, a string of pleasant words that will bring you comfort if you heed them. One more sentiment in a world where lovely words replace what they would mean. This joining is the goal you seek, the only goal worthy of love's call.
So what are we joining?
It's joining of the world within. Maybe the joining of the sentence before says this joining of the world within.
Is but your recognition of what love is.
Hmm.
So if we recognize that love is, we're not in illusion. We're not in the illusion of what's happening. We're not in the illusion of someone else's mind and behaviour. Love is, so we can mind our own business about what they're doing. have to play the game. My mind does not have to play the game with your mind, Karen. You know, and I actually prefer to give my mind a rest most of the time. It's just not serving me at all. Yeah, so just walking in love is, and only seeing that in everything and everyone, rather than seeing the behaviour and the acting out and the reactiveness. Just sit with the ease of love is, rather than joining in with the madness of the world. And we can be in the world and it can be mad and I can laugh at the absurdity of it. But I can stay in my heart. And I think what it's saying is the preparation of the inner world is just as important as the preparation to be out in the world. And so if we make our inner world our focus and we make that morning practice our dedicated practice, where we set ourselves up to be out in the world, we can walk out in the world in our natural state of happiness, peace, and freedom, rather than walking out in the world with the armour on, saying, "Oh my God, I have to drive out into that mad world." How much ease could we get? How much grace is there when you prepare yourself with love in the morning? And self-love is divine love, Karen. Self-love is an expression of divine love. And so self-love for me is self-care, self-kindness, self-nourishment, self-nurturing, self-appreciation, and what's the opposite to appreciation is depreciation, self-depreciation. If I'm putting myself down, I'm not preparing myself for the world. I'm preparing my armor. I'm preparing my shield. And I'm not doing that. I'm appreciating myself. And as I appreciate myself, it reflects out into the world. And that reflection of appreciation for myself reflects to you, Karen, and I appreciate you showing up in the morning to spend some time with me and nut out this amazing book that's changing everybody's life, and my life is really challenged and excited and just, I guess, being prepared for each day, really. The challenge of each day to bring that love is into everything.
Mm,
Mm.
wow. The I'm looking at the words of metaphor, pleasant string of pleasant words. How easy is it just to, for me, to just say, "Oh, isn't that nice? I've got love within," and just have that as a reassuring. I suppose the word is platitude. So I'm not really giving it, as you were describing, Crow, about really nurturing and nourishing the inner part. Instead, what can happen for me is that, oh, I just say, well, I know it. It's up here. I know it. I know it. Instead of living from that place. So it can be reassuring just to know it, but that's only a very false and very surface layer reassurance. But to actually embody it for me and to live from that place is far richer. So, and that's what I interpret is what it really means. So words that I'm using, or just pleasantries. Oh, I know that love resides within, and it's so easy for me to just, yes, I know that up here, but to really feel it and to embrace it and to check in. I think that for me is something I need to do more of, is checking in more regularly through the day. Is where am I coming from?
Is this what love looks like? Is this what love looks like? Or this is what love looks like.
Yes, I think I relate more to this is what love looks like. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for today, folks. Until tomorrow, I love you.
Yes. Thank you, Crow.